Hello students. Next chapter number 3, orthogonality and symmetric matrices. Point: inner product, length and orthogonality. First we will see the inner product. Inner product means first we have to take two vectors in Rn. Let u and v be vectors in Rn. Sometimes u bar, v bar, because u and v are vectors, that's why we can take u bar, v bar. Let u is equal to u1, u2 and so on un, and v is equal to v1, v2 and so on vn. These two are nothing but the n by 1 matrix. The inner product of u and v denoted as u into v is u into v is equal to u1 v1 plus u2 v2 plus and so on plus un into vn, means u1 into v1 plus u2 into v2 plus and so on plus un into vn, which is the product of two matrices, that is u transpose into v is equal to u1. U transpose means this is nothing but the column matrix, and u transpose means u converted into row matrix, u1 u2 and so on un, into v, v1 v2 and so on vn is equal to u1 into v1 plus u2 into v2 plus and so on plus un into vn, and this quantity gives a scalar. For example, in R3, here n is equal to 3. We take u and v which are belongs to R3. Let u is equal to 1, 2, 3 and v is equal to -2, 0, 5. Then u into v is equal to u transpose into v. U transpose means u converted into row matrix 1, 2, 3 into v as it is -2, 0, 5, which is equal to 1 into -2 plus 2 into 0, 0 plus 3 into 5, 15, which is equal to 13. So u into v is equal to 13. Similarly, we can compute v into u. V into u means when we take u into v, which is equal to u transpose into v. For v into u, we write v transpose into u. V transpose means column matrix converted into row matrix, -2, 0, 5 into u as it is 1, 2, 3. Value of u and v are nothing but this. So v into u is equal to -2 into 1, -2 plus 0 into 2, 0 plus 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Now value of this is nothing but the 13. Sometimes u into v we will write 1, 2, 3 u as it is, v -2, 0, 5 as it is, 1 into -2 plus 2 into 0, 0 plus 3 into 5, 15 equal to 13. So we can write u into v like this or u into v like this. Means into, it can't be say that into u dot v, that means inner product. Now next statement of theorem on the inner product. Let u, v, w are vectors in Rn. C be a scalar. Scalar means a real number. Then a, u into v is equal to v into u. In this example, we got u into v is equal to v into u, and value of u into v and v into u in that example is nothing but the 30. So u into v is equal to v into u. Next u plus v dot w is equal to uw plus vw. Next c into u dot v is equal to c into u dot v, or u into c dot v. And next u dot u greater equal 0 and u dot u is equal to 0 if and only if u equal to 0. Now next point, length of a vector. Length of a vector means let V is equal to V1, V2 and so on Vn, which are belongs to Rn, or V is equal to V1, V2 and so on Vn, means we can be take as column matrix or row matrix. Be a vector in Rn, then the length or norm of V is denoted by norm V. This notation read as norm V and is defined by norm V is equal to in square root V dot V is equal to under root V1 square plus V2 square plus and so on plus Vn square. Therefore, norm V square is equal to V dot V. When we take square root on both sides, we will get norm V square is equal to V dot V. For example, suppose V is equal to 43 in R2, then value of norm V is equal to under root V dot V, and V dot V we can be take as 43 into 43 is equal to 4 into 4 16 plus 3 into 3 9. 16 plus 9 equal to 25 and under root 25 is equal to 5. So norm V is equal to 5. मीन्स 4-3 हा तुम्हाला जो कॉलम मॅट्रिक्स दिला आहे तो तुम्ही रो मॅट्रिक्सनी सुद्धा राईट करू शकता. फॉर सिम्प्लिसिटी आपण 4-3-4-3 असा राईट करू शकतो आणि त्याचं कॉम्पोनंट वाईज मल्टिप्लिकेशन घ्यायचं बस आणि ॲडिशन करायची. त्यानंतर नॉर्म कॅल्क्युलेट करण्यासाठी जे अंडर रूट येईल त्याची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट करायची. किंवा हे तुम्हाला अवघड जात असेल तर काय करणार, नॉर्म व्ही स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू व्ही डॉट व्ही अगोदर फाइंड आउट करणार, नंतर स्क्वेअर रूट घेणार, तरी तुम्हाला व्हॅल्यू हीच भेटणार आहे. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, let C be a scalar, then C into U is a vector in Rn where V belongs to Rn. Then norm C into V square is equal to, that means C into V dot C into V is equal to C into C, C square into V dot V equal to C square. V dot V means norm V square, which implies norm CV is equal to mod C into norm V. When we take square root on both sides, we get norm CV is equal to mod C into norm V. As the length is a non-negative scalar, that's why here we take mod C, because scalar may be positive or negative, and in mode we will get the value of C as a positive, because length is always non-negative scalar. Now next point, normalizing a vector V. To normalize a vector V means to find a unit vector whose length means norm is 1 in the same direction of V. This is obtained by multiplying a vector V by 1 upon norm V, that is 1 upon norm V into V. Sometimes it is denoted by V cap. For example, find a unit vector U in the same direction of the vector V. For the unit vector U, we have the formula by this definition, 1 upon norm V into V. First, we have to calculate norm V. Norm V means under root V dot V. Under root V dot V, V is 2 minus 1, 0 minus 2 into 2 minus 1, 0 minus 2. कधी कॉमा घेतात, कधी कॉमा नाही घेत. Now 2 into 2 4 plus minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 plus 0 into 0 0 plus minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4 equal to 4 plus 1 plus 0 plus 4 is nothing but the 9. Under root 9 is nothing but the 3. So norm V is equal to 3. So U is equal to 1 upon norm V into V, and norm V we get 3 and V write as it is 2 minus 1 0 minus 2. Now multiply 1 upon 3 to this bracket, we will get 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3, 0 minus 2 upon 3. Now here we get u is equal to this vector. Now we have to check that u is a unit vector or not. For the unit vector, norm u must be equal to 1. First find out norm u means under root u dot u is equal to u is 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3, 0 minus 2 upon 3 into 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3, 0 minus 2 upon 3 is equal to 4 upon 9 plus minus 1 upon 3 into minus 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3 plus 0 into 0, 0 plus minus 2 upon 3 into minus 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 9 equal to 4 upon 9 plus 4 upon 9, 8 upon 9 plus 1 upon 3 means 8 upon 9 plus into 3 into 3, there is no change, means 3 upon 9 equal to, we will get minus 1 upon 3 into minus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 9. So here by mistake I write 1 upon 3, so 1 upon 9. 8 upon 9 plus 1 upon 9, 9 upon 9, we get under root 1. So norm u is equal to under root 1 is nothing but the 1. So this is nothing but the unit vector. Now next, just a minute, distance in Rn. The distance between two vectors uv in Rn written as distance of uv is the length of the vector u minus v. That is, distance of uv is equal to norm u minus v. Remark, if u is equal to u1 u2, v is equal to v1 v2, then distance of uv is equal to norm u minus v is equal to under root u minus v dot u minus v, because for the formula we have norm u is equal to under root u dot u. Now here u is equal to u minus v, so norm u minus v is equal to under root u minus v dot u minus v. When we solve this, we will get under root u1 minus v1 square plus u2 minus v2 square. How can? Now u minus v dot u minus v, u is nothing but the u1 u2 minus v1 v2, u1 u2 minus v1 v2. Now subtraction component wise, u1 minus v1 comma u2 minus v2 dot u1 minus v1 comma u2 minus v2. Now take multiplication, we will get u1 minus v1 into u1 minus v1 nothing but the bracket square plus u2 minus v2 into u2 minus v2 means u2 minus v2 bracket square. So here we get value which is usual Euclidean distance formula in Rn. Similarly in R3 we have the usual distance formula under root u1 minus v1 bracket square plus u2 minus v2 bracket square plus u3 minus v3 bracket square. Next, orthogonal vectors. Two vectors u and v in Rn are orthogonal to each other if u dot v is equal to 0. Note, 0 vector is orthogonal to every vector in Rn because 0 into something is equal to 0. That's why 0 vector is orthogonal to every vector in Rn. Orthogonal vector means two vectors uv in Rn are orthogonal to each other if u dot v is equal to 0. Now, next theorem, Pythagoras theorem. Two vectors u and v are orthogonal if and only if norm u plus v square is equal to norm u square plus norm v square. First, suppose the statement is if and only if type. First, suppose two vectors u and v are orthogonal, then show that this, and next suppose this and show that two vectors u and v are orthogonal. First, suppose u and v are orthogonal so that u dot v is equal to 0. Now to show that norm u plus v square is equal to norm u square plus norm v square. So first consider left hand side. Norm u plus v square is nothing but the u plus v dot u plus v. So multiplication of these are nothing but the u into u plus v into u plus v is equal to u into u means u dot v plus u dot v plus v dot u plus v dot v. Now u dot u is nothing but the norm u square by the definition of norm plus u dot v and v dot u are equal means u dot v is equal to v dot u or v dot u is equal to u dot v. U dot v plus v dot u is nothing but the u dot v by the first theorem plus v dot v is nothing but the norm v square. Since u dot u is equal to norm u square, v dot v is equal to norm v square and u dot v is equal to v dot u is equal to norm u square plus u dot v is nothing but the 2 into u dot v plus norm v square is equal to norm u square plus, here we suppose u and v are orthogonal, that means u dot v is equal to 0, so 2 into 0 because u dot v is equal to 0 plus norm v square since u dot v is equal to 0. So here we get norm u square plus norm v square and left hand side is norm u plus v square. Now next suppose norm u plus v square is equal to norm u square plus norm v square and then show that u and v are orthogonal to each other. Now conversely, here we take conversely because of this statement is in the if and only if type. Conversely, suppose norm u plus v square is equal to norm u square plus norm v square. Now we take norm u plus v square is equal to, here we get norm u square, norm u plus v square is equal to norm u square plus 2 into u dot v plus norm v square. We write here norm u square plus 2 into u dot v plus norm v square. So equation 1 becomes norm u square plus 2 into u dot v plus norm v square is equal to norm u square plus norm v square. Now norm u square get cancel, norm v square cancel because here the plus sign, when we take norm u square plus norm v square here we will get in the negative these two terms, so we get 2 into, just a minute, so we will get 2 into u dot v is equal to 0, which implies u dot v is equal to 0. U dot v is equal to 0 means u and v are orthogonal. So here we stop for this theorem. And next point, orthogonal complements. Orthogonal complements means consider a subspace W of Rn if a vector x is orthogonal to every vector in W, then X is said to be orthogonal to W. आपण काय घेतलाय, W हा सबस्पेस घेतलाय Rn मधला. जर एखादा वेक्टर X हा W मधल्या प्रत्येक वेक्टर सोबत ऑर्थोगोनल असेल म्हणजे त्याचं W च्या प्रत्येक वेक्टर सोबतचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन इज इक्वल टू 0 येत असेल तेव्हा आपण त्याला काय म्हणणार, X is said to be orthogonal to W. Now this set of all such vectors X that are orthogonal to W म्हणजे X सारखे असे जेवढे वेक्टर असेल ज्यांचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन W च्या सगळ्या वेक्टर सोबत 0 येत असेल तेव्हा आपण त्याला काय म्हणणार, ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लिमेंट्स. Means the set of all such vectors X that are orthogonal to W is called the orthogonal complement of W and is denoted by W per or W orthogonal. Next theorem, a vector X belongs to W per if and only if X is orthogonal to every vector in a set that spans W. Now first, the statement is if and only if type. X belongs to W complement. X, to show that X is orthogonal to every vector in a set that spans W. First we have to take that let W is equal to span of V1, V2 and so on VR. Here we first suppose X is orthogonal to every vector in a set that spans W. So let W is equal to span of V1, V2 and so on VR. Now X is orthogonal to every vector in W. आता W हा सेट आपण कसा घेतलाय, W इज इक्वल टू स्पॅन ऑफ V1, V2 अँड सो ऑन VR. मीन्स W मधले जेवढे व्हेक्टर्स असेल ते कशाच्या लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशनमध्ये असेल, V1, V2 अँड सो ऑन VRच्या. नाव X इज ऑर्थोगोनल टू एव्हरी व्हेक्टर इन W मीन्स W हा स्पॅन पण झाला आणि हा सेट पण झाला. सो X इंटू V1 इज इक्वल टू 0, X into V2 is equal to 0 and so on. X into VR is equal to 0 by the definition of orthogonal to W of that vector. Now when we multiply the scalar of this term we will get same value to the right hand side. Means when we multiply C1 for this X into V1 we will get 0, C2 for X into V2 we will get 0 and so on. CR into X into VR is equal to 0 where C1, C2 and so on CR are nothing but the scalars. Now this term we can write as X into C1 into V1 is equal to 0, X into C2 into V2 is equal to 0 and so on. X into CR into VR is equal to 0. Now take addition of these terms we will get X into C1 V1 plus X into C2 to V2 plus and so on plus X into CR VR is equal to 0. Now take X common because each term contains X. So take X common, we will get X into C1 V1 plus C2 V2 plus and so on plus CR VR equal to 0. Now X is orthogonal to every vector in W. Here we get because every vector in W is a linear combination of V1, V2 and so on VR. So here we take X is orthogonal to every vector in W because since every vector in W is a linear combination of v1, v2 and so on vr. So x is orthogonal to every vector in W, means x belongs to W complement by the definition of W complement. So here we suppose x is orthogonal to every vector in a set that spans W, and we shown that x belongs to W per. And this statement is if and only if type. When we suppose x belongs to W per, we will get x is orthogonal to every vector in W, means this statement we have to write, or this term we have to write, means this nothing but the if and only if type. म्हणजे जेव्हा आपण x belongs to W complement घेणार, means by the definition x is orthogonal to every vector in W. आणि W काय सेट आहे आपला, W is equal to span of v1, v2 and so on vr. म्हणून आपण x into c1 v1 plus c2 v2 plus and so on plus tr vr is equal to 0 हे राईट करणार. त्यानुसार मग आपल्याला वरतीच जावं लागणार, म्हणजे आपण हे सॉल्व करत जाणार तेव्हा आपल्याला अशा टर्म्स भेटत जाणार. म्हणून मी हे काय केलं, इफ अँड ओनली इफ टाईप. म्हणजे जेव्हा तुम्ही हे सपोज करणार, हे शो करणार तर असं जाणार, आणि जेव्हा तुम्ही हे सपोज करणार तर त्याचा प्रूफ राईट करण्यासाठी तुम्ही उलट जाणार. ओके, खालून वरती जाणार. सो दिस थेरम इज प्रूव्ड. नेक्स्ट थेरम, W complement is a subspace of Rn, where W is a subspace of Rn. Now to show that W perp is a subspace of Rn, that is we have to show that 0 belongs to W complement, also scalar multiplication belongs to W complement, and when we take two vectors in W complement, means their addition also belongs to W complement. When these three conditions are satisfied, then we can say that W complement is a subspace of Rn. Now proof, since W is a subspace of Rn, by the definition of W complement, W is a subspace of Rn, and let W complement be the set of all vectors orthogonal to W. Now claim W complement is a subspace of Rn, means that is we have to show that W complement is a subspace of Rn since 0 vectors belongs to Rn is orthogonal to all vectors in W, is orthogonal to all vectors in W, means 0 belongs to W complement. Therefore W complement is non-empty. Now let x belongs to W complement, then x is orthogonal to all vectors in W. Suppose u is any vector in W, means arbitrary vector in W, then x into u equal to 0, because x belongs to W complement. Now when we multiply c into x into u, we will get 0, where c is scalar. C into x dot v we can write as x into c into v u equal to 0. मी काही वेळेस डॉट म्हणते, काही वेळेस इंटू म्हणते, ते तुम्ही समजून घ्यायचे. डॉट आणि इंटू मीन्स इनर प्रोडक्ट आपल्या ह्या चॅप्टरसाठी. x into c into u, which implies c into x or c into u, c into x into u equal to 0. We can write this as x into c into u, or c into x into u equal to 0 also we can write. So that is c into x is orthogonal